Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's workout. We're gonna go through a resistance band workout today. So you're gonna need a resistance band. If you don't have that, I've got some modifications that you can use: a strap, a belt, or even some light dumbbells for later in this workout. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this full body workout. So go ahead and grab your resistance band if you have one. If you don't, just use that strap. We're gonna go right into up and overs. So we've got the band nice and wide, holding with tight fists. Pull the band pretty much close to the chest, bring it up and over, keeping some distance between the band and your waist, touching on the back side, and then up and over, coming to the front. We're gonna go ahead and do that for 10 reps. Here we go together. This is 1. Every time we come to the front side, that's the completion of a rep. Here we go for 2. So keep those elbows nice and straight. Really hold that band nice and wide, just getting a little closer here for you. Keep the chest up nice and tall. We're gonna go for about 5 more reps. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, keeping those arms nice and straight, and last one here. Awesome. From here, we're gonna go into the band pull apart. So we have the arms out just outside your shoulders, minimal tension on the band to start. We're gonna pull the band all the way open so it kind of touches your chest, and then bring that in nice and slow. Make sure you control the eccentric or the way back. Don't just let that band snap back. Now as we do this, make sure those elbows are straight so we're not over-activating the triceps. And make sure you're pulling those shoulder blades back together. These 2 exercises for our warm-up are going to nail the rhomboids. So you're going to feel a nice little burn coming in the upper back. All right, going for about 10 to 15 reps. If you're not keeping count, that's okay. With resistance band training, it's more about the feeling, the burn. So if you need to modify your tension, you can do that in real time just by widening your hands, right? Or taking them in a little more narrow. 1 more rep, kind of shake that out. I'm going to show the modification with the strap. All right, so with the strap, you're just gonna hit the up and overs, holding nice and tight. All right, and then for the pull aparts, you're just gonna hold an isometric hold. So we're gonna pretend to pull this strap apart, squeezing the shoulder blades together without actually moving. You'll feel a great burn there though, either way. We're gonna go through that 2 more times. All right, so go ahead and grab your band again if you have it. Hold it very wide, chest up tall. Touch the front side of the waist. We're going to go up and over, touch the back side, and come back. Remember to hold that band very wide. You don't want your elbows kind of bending and creaking off, right? You want this nice and straight with tall posture. This is working through your rotator cuffs, bringing some fluid up into the shoulder girdle to help warm up the joint. Now, I usually kind of say the bigger the burn, the more arthritis you've got up there to clear out. But that's not necessarily true. It's really that some of the muscles might just be a little deconditioned as well. Either way, it's good to push a lot of fluid up there. Let's go about 2 more reps. And last one. Excellent. Shake that out. Bring those arms back into that pull apart position. So we have overhand grip. Fists are nice and tight. We're going to pull apart till the band touches the chest and then bring that in with control. About 10 to 15 reps. I'm going to get a little more tension by holding my arms closer together. Challenge myself there. Keep the legs nice and tight. Keep the upper back tall with the rib cage down. So we've got nice posture, but we're also activating the abdominals. You feel a nice burn coming in the back of the shoulders. Big deep breaths as we go through. Let's hit about 3 more reps. 1, 2, 3. And again, go ahead and shake that out. We're gonna hit that exercise 1 more time, giving you about 10 seconds off here. Now again, if this is really difficult for you, this is something you can do every day, just to bring a lot of fluid up onto the shoulders. And those rhomboids are responsible for stabilizing the shoulder blades as you work with the arms in extension or overhead. All right, let's go right back to the up and overs. I'm gonna get on my knees and just get a little closer to you. So we're here in this split position, up, over, touch the back side of the waist, and come right back. Again, making sure those elbows don't bend. Now, if you're getting pain through this, you might have a little bit of an impingement. Just go as far as you can and then come back. This is something you're going to want to work with myself or a physical therapist on to help clear up any issues so that you can get back to this full exercise. Again, about 10 to 15 reps on all of these today. Just looking for a little burn on about 3 reps. Let's push right through about 5 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 2 more. Last one. All right, try to get right into those pull aparts. Take the tension that is necessary to give you a challenge, but allow you to complete the reps with proper form. Here we go. Again, 10 to 15 reps. You want the band to come pretty much right over the line of the chest. You don't want it to go too high. You definitely don't want it down low by your belly button. Continuing right through. You're gonna feel, again, a nice burn in those rhomboids, the rear deltoids, up in the upper back. Pretend to squeeze the shoulder blades together and then bring that in with control. Let's go for about 3 to 5 more, depending on where you are. I'm gonna hit my last 2. All right, shake that out. We're done with the shoulders and the upper back for now. We're gonna move on to the legs, and they're gonna burn just as bad. So you're gonna take your band, all right? We're gonna go ahead and step on the band just wider than hip width. From here, we're gonna cross the band over each other, grabbing the opposite handles. From here, we're gonna walk 3 steps to the right and then 3 steps to the left. Go ahead and watch me. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, staying in my hip hinge position. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see that better. I'm gonna go to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you need a modification for this, I just want you to lay on your side if you don't have a resistance band. And we're gonna go into some leg abduction, some high kicks, and get about 20 reps each side there. All right, otherwise, going right into the resisted band abduction. So my feet are wider than my hips. I'm gonna cross the band. I'm going 3 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm coming right back to the left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna repeat that for 5 each side. Let's continue through. It's my second time on each. You're gonna feel this right in the outer hips. So these are your abductors. Mainly this is the glute medius working here. Let's go back and forth one more time. Keeping those hips back, core nice and tight, belly in. Good. From there, I'm just gonna step to center. We're gonna go into a sumo deadlift. So we're gonna get the band in the same position with the feet just a little bit wider. So put those feet nice and wide. You're gonna wanna choke up on your band here. So that means grab it pretty low. Point those toes out slightly. Shoulders are up and back. From here, push your hips back. Push your knees out into your heels as you go down. Stand up tall, squeeze the legs. Let's go. 10 to 15 reps. 1, 2. Pretend to spread the band with your hips. So push the pockets of your pants away as you push your hips back to go down and up and forward to come up. About halfway through. 8, 7, 6, 5. Hips back, knees out, drive the feet in the ground to stand up. 3, 2, 1. Great job there. So if you're unfamiliar with the glute medius, it's this little spot right up by your waistband here. That's where you want to aim to feel the burn. If you feel it in the front here, you're overusing a muscle called your TFL. It's one of your hip flexors. If you feel that burn in the front of your hip, make sure you're getting your butt back just a little bit further to truly load that posterior chain. Let's move right through that second set of the walking abduction. So I'm crossing my band again, getting in my hip hinge position, pushing my butt back, kind of facing my tail up to the sky. From here, we walk 3 to the right or left, and then head back, 5 each way. There's 1. Make sure you begin if you haven't. Keep the feet pretty far apart from each other so that you always have tension on those abductors. Now, unlike your squat and your deadlift, you want to work from the balls of your feet here. So the toes are kind of dug into the ground. You're feeling those outer hips. Really get a good burn here. Last one. All right, we're gonna get right into that sumo stance. I'm gonna take a little hop. Bang. All right, feet are really wide, toes are pointed out. I've got my band choked up on. Shoulders are set back, arms are straight. Hips go back, knees go out, and up with control. Keep those elbows straight so they're right down by your waist side. You don't want them up here because then you're pulling through your arms. Here's 5, up to 10 more. Again, driving those knees out, spreading the floor with your feet, pushing the feet into the ground to stand up. Let's go for 5 more. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, shake that out. We're gonna hit this one more time. So I'm gonna step over into position. Again, I'm in my hip hinge. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see it from a different angle this time. So my shoulders are back. Hip hinge, I walk 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm coming right back. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Keep the feet pretty far away from each other. Working from the balls of the feet. Again, try to get about 5 each side, but really just looking for the feeling of that nice burn in those target muscles. I'm gonna hit one more here, and bring it back. All right, getting right back into position for our last set of sumo deadlifts. I'll walk that over safely this time. All right, feet are really wide, toes are pointed out, shoulders up and back, chest up, drive your hips back, knees out, let's go. Last set here today. You brought yourself here to work today. I'm proud of you, be proud of yourself. Let's burn right through this. About 9 more reps. 8, 7, 6. If you can't keep my pace, take your own. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Big burn in the glutes there. All right, big deep breaths. Shake that out. Grab a quick sip of water if you need to. I'm gonna give you about 10 to 15 seconds as I demo our next circuit. So for this next one, we're gonna attack the legs again, but this time the quads. So you're gonna feel it a little less in the glutes. We're gonna get in our squat position. So here, the feet aren't as wide as the sumo, right? They're pretty much just wider than shoulder width. The toes are pointed out. You're gonna take your bands and bring them just up to your chest. So you wanna make sure you're in the middle of the band there. Elbows are tucked in. Put your hands together if you can, toes pointed out. If you don't have a band, you're just gonna regular squat. Otherwise, we go down, hips back, knees out, and up with control. We're gonna hit this for 10 to 15 reps. Go ahead and jump in, here we go. Hips back, knees out, up with control. Keep the band kind of out in front of you by pushing those hips back, letting your chest come forward just a bit. All right, here we go. Let's go, 8 reps left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, if you still feel this in the glutes, that's okay. Those quads are definitely working there. We're gonna now turn this into a shoulder press. So I'm gonna step with one foot into the middle of my band. From here, we're gonna go ahead and bring the shoulders and elbows in and up. I want you to put the band on the inside of the elbows. So we get a little closer so you can see this. So I got that band on the inside. You can stay standing or kneel. From here, we're gonna press up into that wide position and then down with control. Now, if your band has too much tension, you've got to go on your knee. So that's nice and simple. Put it under the front foot and then press up Nice and tall. Here we go, 10 to 15 reps. Elbows in, chest up. 1. Keep those elbows in. Keep the core nice and tight. Let's go for about 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Excellent. Now if you don't have a band for that, just gonna use dumbbells, right? Normal dumbbell press. Okay, moving right back into those squats. So we've got the band under both feet. We're gonna bring the band up to the chest and kind of even it out if you need to. All right, toes pointed out. Turn to the side so you can see this. Just under your chin, right, your chest. Knees out, hips back. Up with control, 10 to 15. Let's do it, crew. Go ahead and begin. Driving those knees out still. Keeping the chest up, arms up strong. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. All right, shake that out again. If you don't have a band, you're just holding a dumbbell or 2 centered there into your chest. Going back into that overhead press. So now for me, I'm gonna take a little more tension simply by standing. So I'm gonna stay up, elbows in, press up and down with control. But again, if that's too heavy on your band, just go ahead and take a knee and you should be able to adjust there. Here we go. Up, lock it out, down with control. Keep those elbows in, press up and back to your straight overhead and down with control. Good, keep driving those knuckles up to the sky. Tight fists, lock it out overhead, control the way down. Let's get 3 more. Last one. All right, shake that out. I'm gonna give you a full 10 to 15 seconds here. Working right back through the squat, and then that shoulder press one more time. So again, if you don't have a resistance band, you're just holding a dumbbell for the squat, and you're just pressing those dumbbells overhead for the overhead press. Let's move right back into that squat. You had your rest. Let's get those quads to burn. All right, elbows in and up, even out your band. Long deep breath in, down, exhale up. So you're driving the knees out just beside the band. The elbows are in and up. Pumping out these reps here. Upper back tall, chest is proud, shoulders are strong. Let's get 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, shake that out. Going right back into that shoulder press. Stepping 1 foot in front. I'm just gonna switch feet here. Doesn't really matter because it's just the anchor. Otherwise, we put the hands on the outside, elbows are in, chest proud, press it up, lock it out in that wide position, down with control. Make sure you're not just letting the band snap back to the ground. Control it. Let's get 5 more. Last one here. All right. Good, shake that out. We're gonna give those arms a little break here. You can throw your band to the side. We're gonna go on the ground. We're gonna work those abductors and a little bit of your obliques. Again, the abductors are right here on the outside of the hips. So for this, we're gonna tuck one arm underneath in a side plank. We're gonna bend the bottom leg back to 90 degrees. Lengthen your top leg, press up through the hips. We're gonna hold for 20 seconds. If you need a modification, just put that front foot flat on the ground. Ready? And begin. So belly button in, neck nice and long, shoulder is right over that elbow, fist stuck in the ground. 12 seconds. Here we go, 10 seconds. Keep those hips pushed up to the sky. Squeeze your glutes, keep the belly button in. 3, 2, and down. Again, you should have felt that on the outside of the hip and a little bit in the oblique. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So we've got that other arm pulled all the way underneath the shoulder. Fist is in the ground. Bottom knee is tucked back to 90 degrees. Both toes are flexed, hips up. And begin, 20 seconds. So the body's nice and long here. Big deep breaths as you continue to push the hips up. Actively drive them up, keeping the spine aligned, belly button tucked in. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we can bring that down. All right, now you're gonna need your resistance band for this again. If you don't have one, your modification is just a glute kick up and squeeze. You can hit about 20 of those each side. Otherwise, take your resistance band. You're gonna take the 2 handles to the front of your mat. From here, connect your band to the middle of one foot. So I'm gonna put it right in the arch of my foot. I'm gonna put it behind me. So I'm holding my band at the front for the anchor. The band is attached to the arch of my foot. I'm gonna kick straight back, squeezing that left glute. Bring it in with control, even with the other knee, and then kick back. In, kick back. So go ahead and get that band attached to the arch of the foot. Anchor it with your hands. Ready? And begin. So about 10 reps here, up to 15. Here's 1. Core nice and tight. Arms tight into the ground. Extending the leg fully back, squeezing the glute, bringing it in with control. Let's go for about 10 more. Inhale as the knee comes to your chest. Exhale as you drive away hard, squeezing the glute of the leg that's extending. 4 more, here we go. Excellent. All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch that up. So we're gonna attach that right to the other side with the other foot. Stick that back behind you. All right, make sure it's right in the arch there. Core nice and neutral, hands under the shoulders. Kick back, squeeze, bring it in with control. Knee comes up to about 90 degrees. Kick back, squeeze. Make sure the toe stays flexed toward the face. So we truly lengthen the hamstrings as you press all the way into hip extension. About 9 more. Two more. Last one, little squeeze at the top and down with control. All right, we're gonna hit those exercises just one more time each. So moving into that side plank, you put the band to your side, elbow tucked underneath, bottom leg back at 90 degrees, flex, both of the toes toward the face, hips up, belly button in, squeeze, both the glutes nice and tight as you push the hips forward and up. About 20 seconds total, right? We got about 15 left. Long, deep breaths. Keeping those hips up and forward, squeezing the glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it down. Let's switch sides. Now you might notice you have a weaker side, especially in this exercise. If you do find that, go ahead and hold it a little longer or do an extra set to bring that weakness up to par. Go ahead and begin, 20 seconds on the other side. So belly in, shoulders back, neck is long, hips are up, butt is tight. We're about halfway on this side. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and shake that out, going right back to those glute kicks. So again, your modification is just a simple kickback, right? Up, squeeze the glute, down with control, I would aim for about 15 to 20 of those reps without any resistance. All right, for that resisted kickback, plant those hands, tuck the feet underneath, right? Get yourself nice and centered. Make sure that band is secured under the foot. It hurts if it snaps back at you. Here we go. Toes pointed toward the face, kick back, squeeze the glute, and bring it with control. Now as you extend the leg, slightly kick the heel up, squeezing the glute. So we go back, slightly kick up, and squeeze. About 10 more here. Here we go, 5 left, 5. Push through, 4. Let it burn. 3, 2. Last one, all right, other side. Once you get it set, you can go ahead and begin. All right, again, about 15 reps each side there. Lock that tabletop position, extend, squeeze, and switch. Right back in, extend out, full squeeze. Again, make sure you're extending the leg as far as you can, slightly kicking that heel up so you really get fully into hip extension. Let's get about 6 more here. 6, 5. And last one. All right, from that, we're gonna go ahead and stand right back up. We're gonna get into some arm exercises again. We're gonna start with the tricep extensions. So if you don't have a band, just use your dumbbells. Step 1 foot to the center of your mat. From here, we're gonna step forward through the band. We're gonna pull the bands up to the outside of the shoulders. So if I turn to the side, you can see where they're tucked along my body here. Elbows are in. Now, if this is too much tension, you're gonna wanna take a knee and put it right under the back knee. Otherwise, we're gonna keep those elbows in, extend up, down with control. Up, down with control. Let me give you that modification if your band is too tight, as this exercise tends to do that. So I'm on my knee, the band is directly underneath that front knee, or back knee, I'm very sorry. You're gonna take those hands up, elbows in, all right? Extend the arms up, and then down with control. Stick this front leg out to the side just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stand back up. I want a little more tension. So back foot on top, step through, elbows in and up. Go ahead, press up, squeeze, and down with control. Now it's paramount that we keep those elbows in. Only come down to about 90 degrees. Up, lock it out. Into that same overhead press position. Let's get up to 10 more. Going for about 10 to 15. Chest up tall, keeping those elbows in. Good there, all right, shake it out. Turn this right into bicep curls. So to make this more tense, you could step both feet on the band. And to make it less tense, you can go 1 foot. I'm gonna start right with both. All right, feet are about hip width, chest up tall, curl up, keeping the elbows into your shoulders, and then down with control. Chest up tall, up, down with control. Again, about 10 to 15 reps. Always inhale as you come up or down, and then exhale up. Inhale down, big exhale up. Don't just let those elastics fling back to the ground. Make sure you control the way down. Let's get about 8 more. 7, 6. Really squeezing the bicep on the way up, squeezing it on the way down. Feel those muscles contract. Last one here. All right, again, getting into that split leg position for those tricep exercises. So to grab the band by those handles nice and tall, step through, pull it up behind you, elbows in, press up and down with control to 90 degrees. Just gonna give you a different angle on this set. Up, hold, down with control. Keep those abs on, keep the rib cage down. About halfway through. Let's get about 5 more. Let it burn. Last set of these. I'm gonna get 1 more. All right. And shake that out. Going right back into the bicep curls. Again, if you need less tension, you got 1 foot on. If you want more, you can even step a little wider, like go into that sumo stance. Make sure the shoulders are up. If you're really wide, to get more tension, pretend to pull the hands kind of up into your chest. Down with control, and up, right back into the bicep curls, 10 to 15 reps. Let's do it. Squeeze on the way up, control on the way down. Last exercise here for arms today. So really push yourself. Get a nice burn here. I'm gonna go for 5 more. Here we go. 5, 4, all the way up, all the way down. Last rep of the morning. Woo! Shake that out. Nice little burn there. We're gonna take the band now. We're gonna do a couple stretches with them. The first one, we're gonna return right into the up and over to really open up the chest. So take your arms very wide. Bring the band up and over so it's directly behind your chest. Keeping your chin up tall, let your thumbs and your hands start to float backwards. Really opening up the thoracic spine, the upper back, and those pec muscles, and just hold it here for about 10 to 20 seconds and really let that open up. If this is too tight for you, go into a traditional chest stretch with your hand right on the wall. Go ahead, bring that up and over. We're gonna do that one more time. If you want a little more of a stretch, just narrow your hands a bit, widen the band, bring it up and over, and again, just hold it right behind your chest and your shoulder blades, and then start to push the arms backwards, and you'll feel that nice stretch open up. You want those palms to face the sky. When we externally rotate the shoulders like that, with the palms facing the sky, we've got the rotator cuff clicked on, protecting the shoulder as we get this nice big stretch here. 3, 2, go ahead, bring that up and over. We're gonna go ahead and lay down and use the band for a hamstring stretch. All right, so we're gonna attach it right to the arch of your foot, lay back. Now make sure it's like the arch to the heel, and you point your toes slightly away. You really don't want this band coming down at you, right? Let's go ahead and tug up on the band, pulling the leg back nice and straight. Once you know what to do, go ahead, relax your head down on the ground. Don't look at the screen here. The other leg is straight down as we pull this leg as high as you can. Now each breath, try to pull a little further. So we're gonna inhale, big exhale as you pull, letting your body just kind of melt into the ground. Big deep breaths. Put yourself in your happy place. Smell that ocean breeze. Let's go ahead and bring it down and we'll switch. So I've got the other foot tucked under. All right, right around the arch to the heel of the foot. I'm gonna bring that leg up, ensuring I point my toes away just a little bit. Make sure that doesn't slip off. And then with every breath, I'm just gonna choke up on the band, pull myself into a further stretch. Relax your head down, relax your shoulders back. Have a light grip, just letting your upper body pull the leg back. So not too much tension in your arms. You also want to actively think of pushing your foot toward your face, bringing it back overhead. 2 more deep breaths. And 1 more deep breath here. All right. For this next one, we're gonna get into a quad stretch. Again, using the band. This one's kind of tricky, so stick with me here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the handle right in my foot. I'm gonna turn onto my front side, all right? So I'm laying on my belly. From here, I'm gonna pull the band up and over the opposite shoulder. And then I'm gonna give that band a nice little tuck as I pull my foot up toward my butt. So in this case, I've got the band around my right foot, and then I've pulled the band over my left shoulder, creating a contralateral stretch. From here, let your foot kind of relax down toward your butt, and then slightly push the knee up of the leg that's stretching. You're gonna feel a nice little quad stretch here. Take long, deep breaths, just kind of relax into that. So if you're in this position, you're looking for more of a stretch, you just go ahead and pull the foot back a little more to aid with the band. Kind of bring the ankle all the way to the glute if you can. Almost getting into a pelvic tuck, squeezing the glute and kind of tucking the pelvis, and you'll really feel that stretch shoot up the quad there. A couple more big deep breaths. And then we'll go ahead and switch. So we're gonna bring the band onto the other foot. All right, again, getting onto the front side. All right, and then take that band kind of up and over the opposite shoulder. So I've got it on my left foot here. I'm bringing it over my right shoulder as I pull down, kind of choking up, big deep breaths. And again, if you want to deepen the stretch, feel free to reach back and just pull the ankle all the way down to the glute. Get into that pelvic tuck. And just hold. And release the tension from the day and from that workout. Let's go about 5 more seconds. All right. Great workout today. Should have a good sweat going. As always, if you're looking for more Coach Jeff, head over to my Facebook page and my YouTube channel, Metamorphic Methods. If you liked this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe to my channel, even share it with other people that might find it useful. And if you're looking for something a little different, go ahead, comment or shoot me a message. I'll try to make a workout specific to what you have at home or some issues you might be dealing with. All right, let me know.